welcome back to our 7th episode of Azure Lagoon. So today I'm gonna be going and making a market food place type vending situation. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but at the time of me making this, one of the new updates that came out for Planet Coaster was that they updated the ride camera functionality, and they also added custom gift shops, and I really wanted to check that out. And so today I'm gonna be kind of taking a break since we did 2 really big themed coasters before this, and getting into some of the minute details, checking out the gift shop update, and also I was really inspired by, I found a lot of these food truck type builds on the community workshop that I really wanted to try. I had used a couple of them when I originally built the water park section of the park, and I really wanted to find a bunch of them, which I did, and they look really cool and kind of put together just like a food truck vending type situation. So right now I'm just kind of starting off with, I was playing around with different pathing because I wanted to make this kind of like a separate standalone section, right? Like if you were hungry and you wanted to take a break, this is where you'd go to just kind of hang out. Ended up making that elevated because the pathing was a little bit weird, and then I'm just kind of filling in this like rock wall to kind of separate that from the main pathing, and to kind of put in perspective like where we are in the park, which I'm sure I can show a little bit later and kind of zoom out and see. Basically, if you enter through the park and instead take a left to go to where Canopy is, which is what you can actually see in the background right now, that's where this part is, and then over there to the right is the bridge to get over to the water park, which in the back is where our Serpent and Orchid coasters are. I know this looks like a total big fat mess right now, and it kind of is. I'm just plopping down all these community creations, all kinds of tropical themed stuff, so that I can kind of have like a baseline for what I'm looking for. This is the end up like, I kind of basically destroy this whole thing and use it for like the skeleton of the gift shop itself. And then all the other things are just pieces that I maybe want to include in the gift shop, or other pieces in this section in general. I think it ends up being the gift shop, maybe a couple of just kind of normal stall type restaurants. I do end up having one full restaurant way at the back of the shop, which I don't believe that I modified very much at all. That was just basically a community creation, which I'm happy to link as well if anyone's interested in finding that. And then of course, like I said, the kind of food truck vending area. So kind of my process when it comes to these things is to take the parts I like and delete the parts I don't. And I really liked the way this looked with the gift shop having multiple entrances, but it was definitely too small for what I had wanted to do. So I basically just made it double the size. And then later on, I really liked having the idea of multiple entrances, but I really wanted to put a whole lot in the gift shop because I always feel like gift shops are really like cluttered in real life and very like overwhelming. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to do something with like a lot of different pieces, some of them which are actually compatible with like guests to be able to buy, like the stuffed animals or hats and stuff like that. And then some of them are from, again, community workshop pieces, which I'll say a bunch of times, that are just purely decorative, but I think they look super cool. So now that I've kind of played around with all the new gift shop things, figured out how the stands actually work, here I'm going ahead and placing down just all the different options that we have for shelving. And at this current moment in time, I did not realize that you could specify, hey, I want only this item on this shelf or this type of mug on this shelf, so on and so forth. So I do end up figuring that out a little bit later on, and that kind of changes my planning around for the design. But I do want to make sure that everything at least fits thematically with the color palette. Tropical theme, so I'm going with lots of blues, and then I pulled a bunch of pool pieces as well because I thought obviously this is a water park as well. The water park is just right down the corner there, so I wanted to have some cool pool floaties. And I'm not sure where I got this idea for the floaties on the net wall. I think it was actually from one of the shop creations that I just ended up playing around with a little bit, but I thought it was really cool to have kind of a little bit more vertical space because this gift shop is not like an enclosed building. We're a little bit limited in terms of what I can put on the walls, but you can see I try and utilize as much space as possible, and then I do end up having some netting on the other side as well to add some like signs that guests are able to purchase. This was just a super fun section to work on. These creators are like truly so creative with the capes and these t-shirts. I thought it was absolutely perfect. Like, what gift shop have you ever been to that doesn't have t-shirts? And I'm kind of surprised that the base game doesn't have like more clothing options for the gift shop. But just the graphics on the shirts I think turned out like super cute. I do end up changing up the colors of some of them a little bit just so there's like a little bit more variety. And sometimes I feel like I get a little bit too much into the details, like for example, like removing these hooks so that the hooks of the shirt can line up perfectly, and making sure that no shirt color is right next to another shirt color of that same type or color, or so on and so forth. Anyways, but I think it turned out super cute and it looks super fun. And again, shout out to the creators that ended up making these. Can totally post those links if you guys would like. Yeah, I think it's just so cute. So I just wanted to quickly mention too, if you haven't already noticed it, guests are just completely walking through the walls and fixtures of the shop. And yes, I did realize this while building it, but honestly, at the time, I feel like I just didn't care enough to fix that or like figure out how that worked in order to fix that. Maybe someone can drop down in the comments like how I would go about fixing that, because honestly I really don't know. I have a feeling it has to do with the fact that perhaps like all the scenery groups aren't actually connected to like an actual physical building, and because those like these pieces that I'm putting down, like these signs and even the racks for the t-shirts and stuff like that, that's not actual like walls or anything like that, therefore it doesn't have collision because it's not a part of the building. I don't know, that's just my guess. I'm really not sure. If you know, let me know. It'd be nice to fix it because I believe that this is a problem that exists in other buildings that I have later on as well, but I can see it's very obvious from looking at the guests interacting with this. kind of nearing the end of the build here, and like I mentioned earlier in the video, this was kind of the part where I realized, oh wait, like I can actually pick what kind of things go on these shelves, or at least what patterns go on these shelves of the items. And so I'm just kind of going around and adjusting those. And then adding in the t-shirts from the actual base game. I think it'd be really cool if there was something like hoodies or even sweatshirts. That'd be really cool to see as well. And yeah, this is basically the end. So like I mentioned earlier in the episode as well, this entire section of this park is this gift shop, as well as the, I can never remember the words for them, like food vans? Yeah, I think that's it. Like food trucks. Food trucks is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, and here I kind of give up and I'm like, okay, I'm not pricing all of these. Ask associate for pricing details. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you liked the gift shop build. I think it turned out really fun. Lots of really cool things. Really love the signage as well. It totally fits the tropical vibes. And I will see you in the next one.